I think, talking to, my friends that I had in Texas and, lost contact with and then, regained contact with through this podcast, it's like, you know, we were so young and, we were childish at some points but now looking back at it, like we have grown so much because of the military lifestyle that we wouldn't have if we didn't have that behind us.
Yeah, well, speaking of catching up with people that you might have lost contact with, so my brother is actually married to another military brat that she and her brother and my brother and I were all around the same ages, and lived in Germany together, and we moved away in the early '90s and went to separate places, and somehow I got reconnected to her brother, and my brother said, "I really want to get connected to Andrea again, and can you put us in touch?" Now they're married, they have 2 kids. I mean, it's just amazing. It's
Wow.
and such a they reconnected after, gosh, that was probably like 10 years, and now they're married. So there's great stories that come out of all of this.
Yeah, the military community is so small, and we're in this, huge world that it's just like a family that you don't realize is there until you actually do realize it's there.
Yeah, and you just have to scratch the surface. It's not even that deep,
Right.
or especially now with social media, it's so easy to track people down, and what easier. And so, if you can't find somebody on social media, it's a sort of a fun game to mystery to solve. But yeah, the 7 degrees of separation usually result in finding and discovering that you are living not too far from someone. Or
Right.
my parents have retired now and they're traveling around in RVs, and they almost are always meeting up with some friend of theirs that they knew from the military, whether that was
Yeah.
in basic training or when we lived overseas, or they went to church with them. And it's just this immediate connection that, I'm sure that other people feel it, but I feel with the military, it's just so much more crystallized. It's just that immediate connection that binds us all together.
Yeah, and that's what I like to see through this podcast. Like, you and I have never met before, but here we are able to have this conversation about the military life because it's just so tight knit like that. And like the other people I've had on this podcast, some of them I haven't met before, but we were able to have a conversation like we've known each other for years.
It is incredible, and it's very special. It is
It
very
is.
special.